Hello, YTPC. It's Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today I'm smoking a little Mylan Tobacconist Reflections in an old beat up Briarly bowl cap. It's a fitting smoke today. Because I'm reflecting on a life well lived. Last night, just after I left the Zoom set up by Yardism and Professor Jeremiah, I found out that Ira Eugene King had left us. Now, Gene, as he was known to his family and friends, was my father-in-law. He's a good man. Gotta tell you, we didn't always see eye to eye. See, when I first met Gene, I was already engaged to his daughter. And I had heard secondhand that he had told everyone who would listen that the only bearded, long-haired man coming to get his daughter, and that described me, had better be Jesus himself. And that did not. Gene presided over our wedding. He was he, along with our local pastor, officiated our ceremony. We came to have a very close relationship. But let me tell you about Gene. Gene and Peggy, my mother-in-law, got married in Nashville. If I recall correctly, she was still in college. He was taking a small church, Goodlettsville. They were there till after she graduated. And then he went to seminary, Kansas City. And my wife's older brother came along. After seminary, it was up to a small church in Michigan. And that's where my wife was born. From there, after a short stint in Florida, they wound up in Southern Virginia, which was sort of halfway in between their childhood homes. My mother-in-law grew up in the DC area, and Gene grew up in Savannah, Georgia. And he pastored in a couple of small towns, Victoria and historic Williamsburg. And then he felt the further call not only to serve his God, but to serve his country. And he went from the pastorate into being an Army chaplain, and he did that for 20 years. Served well. His chaplaincies, just like his churches, became known for starting out small and growing. And it wasn't just because he was a great preacher. He was a very good preacher. But people knew his love was real. Give me just a minute. Oh, there's been a time for tears, and there'll be more, but that's not what I want to talk about right now. Everybody knew his love was real. He had a phenomenal sense of humor. And as he got older, he told some really funny stories about his youth. Probably one of my favorites that he told was of his dad sitting on their front porch in Savannah, smoking what was left of a cigar, when their pastor drove up. Gene said he never was sure what happened to that cigar, but his dad looked sick the whole time he was talking to the pastor. Just any number of cute short stories like that. He touched a lot of people with his humor and with his love. Let me leave you with this. over the last 18 hours, I've had a few hundred people who have contacted the family in various ways, expressing their condolences and sympathies, and some sharing funny moments. But he touched a lot of people. When I come to the end of my life, I don't want people to just say, you know, hey, he was a great engineer, or boy, he was a great church pianist or singer. I want them to miss me. I want them to know that I'm gone. And I got to tell you, Gene's going to be missed. He's going to leave a hole. But he spent his entire life focused on one thing, really, and that was sharing the love of his Savior with everybody around him. He was enthusiastic about it, let me tell you. And we mourn, but we don't mourn as those without hope. Because I can tell you right now, Gene has heard those words. Welcome home, my good and faithful servant. Come enjoy your reward. Now with that, light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon. Think about how you want people to reminisce about you.